Now, since we're on the topic of Romania, let's learn why you shouldn't learn Romanian. Again, my best guess is, first of all Romanians know English, and if they don't, you don't want to talk to them.
I love about Romania, my chosen adopted home for almost 2 years now. The magnificent scenery, the wonderful food, the incredible people. The language, however, is most definitely not one of them. Now, Romanian is...
To be fair, he's not Romanian. I want to see his take on the Romanian language as a Romanian. Imaginează-ți că alegi să înveți să vorbești românește așa că îngrozește-te. You use Google Translate for that. That is too clinically written for a real Romanian to write that. He said, imagine you choose to learn Romanian, so you're scared or something. But like, nah, because if you're a real Romanian, see, you would not say it like that, okay? Well, it's easy to tell, bro.
Spoken by around 25 million people, mostly concentrated in southeastern Europe, in Romania and Moldova, with historical pockets of population also present in Ukraine, Serbia, and even Hungary. When people actually remember it exists, it's usually...
Are vino pe la noi să nu vi fărați în poi! Fuck! I know this song. I hate it.
Characterized as quite a linguistic odd duck regionally, as it's the only Eastern Romance language in existence. This makes it the often forgotten about...
Yeah, it is fucked up. It is both Slavic, but also Roman, but also Turkish.
Fifth member of the major Latin languages tree, along with Italian, Spanish, Portuguese.
Exactly, like people would think Romanian is closer to Russian, Serbian, Ukrainian, Hungarian, but it's not. It's closer to French, Italian, and Spanish.
Depending on whether or not you consider it a language, French.
Your uncle knows your tune.
Dude, the French keep catching strays.
Romanians themselves are very proud of this fact, often referring to themselves as a Latin island in a Slavic sea.
Yeah, no, Romanians really love the Romans. Our national anthem literally has like 50% of it dedicated to glazing Julius Caesar and the Romans. And Trajan, how do you say? Trojan. The Trojan horse guy. The guy that received the horse, not the guy that made it. You know what I mean? No, wait, did he make it? I don't know. Did the Romans make the horse or did they receive the horse? I don't fucking know. But like, we just glazed. They're like, oh my god, we have Roman blood. We're Romans. We're Romans. We swear, we're Romans.
Alongside this, the American Foreign Services Institute, which is in charge of educating those going into CIA coups and destabilizing fledgling nations, classifies Romanian with all the other Latin languages.
Thank you for the follow. Trojan equals... I don't know how to say it in English. It's Trajan. Yeah, I'm going for a drink. Go for a drink.
Languages as category 1, the easiest possible language for English speakers to learn.
What? Is it really? Is Romanian really the easiest language for English speakers?
Set aside a decent chunk of study time daily for this language for well over a year. I'm here to tell the FSI that they are just full of shit. Romanian
that's the thing. I've heard that Romanian is actually one of the hardest languages to learn. Because it's just fucked up. Oh my god, we got a Romanian chat hang with. The fuck is not? It's not? That's what I'm saying. That's weird that they would say that.
It's not easy. I don't know which underpaid intern put this on the website, but either way, I hope he got fired or worse. Ended up dating a Hello Kitty girl. It's been an entirely
brother, that's... Oh god, that room hits too close to home.
Easy. I don't know which underpaid intern put this on the website, but either way, I hope he got fired or worse. Ended up dating...
Oh, brother, I mean, my room is not like this anymore. And to be fair, I never really had like cups or stuff like food waste.
A Hello Kitty girl. It's been an entirely unwelcome surprise to find it so frustrating. Honestly, I'm convinced that unlike its Romance siblings, Romanian did not develop...
I mean, yeah, because that's the thing. Romania, we literally we steal... Chad, the stealing Romanian stereotype is so prevalent that we steal words. Like, during the past 10 years, for example, weekend, we took it. We just took weekend. Now we say weekend too. Like... It doesn't even... yoink! Like, we just steal words. We see something that we're like, oh my god, we're all gonna start saying this like this. And we have a lot of French words because of that. Because like people would be like, oh my god, the French are so cool. Let's speak like them. So we would just say French words, and then they became Romanian words. Again, so like weekend, you don't even write it the way you write it in English. We made a Romanian writing for it.
Organically in the wild, and instead was engineered in the depths of the dungeon of fear and hunger itself. Its difficulty comes down to its quite frankly utterly bizarre grammar, but before going
The
into
grammar
that,
is fucked
out of
up.
fairness, I'm first gonna list the positives of this unique language. The vocabulary is quite easy to acquire and retain, and in my opinion is very straightforward and literal language to construct in daily use. If you have a large vocabulary in English, you'll be able to find common Latin roots in a good amount of vocabulary.
Yeah, a lot of the words are kind of the same. I mean, at least they start the same. For example, fork, furculiță. You have, fuck, that was the one. That was the one that I had in my mind. I just had fork in my mind. Give me a word. There is a big chance it will kind of sound the same in Romanian. Fuck. Maybe my argument is not as
good. It's also easy
good.
to write and pronounce, as it's almost entirely phonetic. So
yeah, it is. That's the thing. It's like there's like maybe 3 pronunciation rules. There is no bullshit like the, about, a beat. Like everything you see, that's how you read it every single time. Without fail, you read it the same every single time.
Is simple, and when you hear it spoken, you know how to write it. It's also the most powerful Latin language, meaning that a Romanian speaker will learn the other Latin languages far faster than other Roman speakers will learn Romanian. But that's it. Here's where the positives end and where the Kafka nightmare of learning Romanian rears its ugly head. Full disclosure, I've been studying Romanian daily for well over a year now, and in doing so I've soared to the level of not quite A1 yet, and here's why.
Yeah, everything there's Romanian is woke. Chat. Romanian is fucking woke. Because there's 3 genders in Romanian language. There's female, male, and neutral. Chat. 3 genders, chat. Was bro see kinda? Oh, come on. Don't stand for the fake Romanian girl on screen. When there's a real Romanian girl right here. So it's like in English. English words are not gendered. French words I know are, but English words are not gendered.
The first major grammatical hurdle you'll encounter are the genders. Like the majority of European languages, to the dismay of non-binary people, Romanian is a heavily gendered language.
Yeah, masculine, feminine, neuter. Neuter? Oh my god, sure hope it doesn't. Spanish is also gendered, but we don't get neutral. I know French is gendered, but I don't know if it has neutral. But yeah, no, but English does not. Like, if you're like an English speaker, you're not, because again, the way you think about gendered, like, the word, fuck, I'm trying to find an example, because I'm pretty sure there's cases of, like, quote-unquote masculine denoting words being actually feminine in the word, fuck, I can't find an example right now.
Although, annoyingly, in contrast to the other Romance languages, it's not always 100% clear what gender something is when you look at the word. Because why would it be? Also, unlike its Romance siblings...
Yeah, no, the way you tell it is by, yeah, penis... Penis is feminine, you're right, yes! Penis is feminine, because the way you say it is like, the way you realize what it is by what kind of adverb you have to put behind it. So, penis is pula. So you got o pula, doua, pule. So when it's o shidoa, so this means 1 and 2. So you just have to count. You're like 1 dick, 2 dicks. And that's how you find out if it's feminine or masculine or neutral. So when it's o pula, doua, pule, it's feminine. But when it's Un vagin. Oh my god, vagina is fucking masculine. Un vagin, doi vagin. When it's it's like when it's un doi, it's masculine. When it's doa, it's feminine. And if it's mixed and matched, because sometimes it will be o chestie, doi chestie. That's not correct for the word chestie. Chestie just means thing. Sometimes it'll be o thing, doi thing. So the first one is feminine, the second one is masculine. That means it's neutral. Do you understand? Oh god, you see, this video is right. You should not learn Romanian.
Has the linguistic oddity of also including the neuter gender, which at first seemed like no big deal, but it actually is, and quite a big deal. Because, as it turns out, in Romanian, being neuter isn't its own gender. It means that a noun is masculine when singular, but feminine when plural.
Yeah. See, why am I explaining this when that's the point of the video, huh?
And it's super common, with a ton of nouns that do this. From a linguistics perspective, this is so freaking weird that the only other languages I could find with certainty that do this are some Bantu languages from Africa like Swahili. Why this unique feature is so
Apparently
annoying.
German does it. That's what Chad is telling me. Does the guy have a name? I mean, her name is RPG-chan right now. But the regular gun of the name is actually... Wait, let me take off my... How do I take my jacket? It's wall breaker. It's written on it because it breaks the walls of your mom. Epic. Epic!
Has to do with pluralizing, which itself is such a miserable experience. I'd rather have my nails plucked out than have to
I
generate...
never thought how you would go about that. Like, I just learn it. It's because ferastre is window, and then ferastre, no, it's ferestre. So you have to cut one of the e's. It's things that you just learn by being Romanian. Like, I don't know how I would memorize this if I was trying to learn Romanian.
Window in Romanian. Masculine nouns aren't so bad. They end with a u or consonant, but also sometimes an e, I, or To increase their number, you just add an e, and that's it. Feminine
Is a funny one.
nouns are a completely different story. These nouns are identified by ending with an ie, or ia, but also can end in e or I, just like masculine.
That's why
Pluralizing
thick is feminine, because it ends with an so it's pulo.
nouns means you'll replace the ending with an e or I, or uri, or I, or ale, or iele.
That's the thing. There's no rule for it. Like, there is 1,000 ways to make it plural. You just gotta learn every single one for each word. Unironically, there's just like, there's no rule where if the word starts with this, it's gonna end with that. Nuh-uh, none of that. You just know which one's right, and that's it. You just gotta know.
Or maybe you don't need to change them at all. Or sometimes,
Yeah, sometimes
you
you
change the word
need to change them. And sometimes you do have to sort of. Yeah, sometimes the entire word changes. Like, that's the thing. There's no rules. There's no rules. You just gotta know.
completely, or something else completely random. Like here. This is where the neuter nouns will really kill you, because a really huge percentage of the nouns used in daily life are actually neuter. Because f you, that's why. Pluralizing in this language is completely without rhyme or reason, and instead, the rules are seemingly chosen by lunatic dictators based on what random object has upset them that day. Rabbits, iepuri, trees, copaci, and dogs, câini, are allowed to stay masculine no matter what, while pula,
That means dick.
K, and cars, machini, are forever...
He didn't put a translation, dude. He said it with such How did he say? Like, he said it with such convictions, bro. Such conviction.
For female, but chairs, scaune, aquariums, aquari, and pens, pixuri, are punished by turning female when kept together in a group. And this irregularity isn't a bug, it's a feature of the language. Tons of daily vocabulary
Yeah, it's a woke Irish language, I'll tell you what, fella.
neuter. And because it's a strictly gender language, getting the gender right is a major component of saying a basic sentence without sounding brain damaged. And if you ask Romanians why their language does this, they'll just pause and then say,
Yeah, it's just the way it is. Like that was my answer. It's just you have to know for each word. And I don't know how, but I know. I just know which one's right, but I can't tell you why.
oh well, it just sounds better this way. No, it doesn't. It's ridiculous that your language is based on vibes rather than actual
It is based on vibes.
rules, and Romanians shouldn't be
Dracu,
constantly
dacă
arguing
știu.
with each other on how to correctly pluralize something. Unlike Romanian, Hungarian is strictly logical, and just based on this alone, Transylvania should be given straight back to
Shut
Hungary.
up, man. Not cool. Not cool, man. Hop off, Transylvania.
Incorrectly pluralizing further comes to bite you in the ass with articles. Thanks to its Latin lineage, the articles are tacked onto the end of the word. So if you don't know the gender, you can't use the correct article, which adds another level of frustration when you're sitting there for 30 seconds trying to think of how to say Romanii au obținut firele de cupru de la vecinii mei. The
Oh, damn, the struggle. That's the thing. I don't understand why so many people struggle with reading Romanian. Because it's just very... it's just very... Especially since this guy seems to be Slavic. I would imagine he would be able to read it more effortlessly. România a obținut firele cupru de la vecinii mei. Is it really easy for Portuguese people? Like, it's just, I don't know. Obviously, it's easy to me. I was born in this country, right? But, it is a weird sentence.
Romanians obtained the copper wires from my neighbors. Roman to Romani is able to stay masculine, but copper wire...
I think these as well people struggle with. Because you see, he kind of says Roman. But it's it's a Roman. It's a clear not an
is neutral, meaning the singular masculine fir, wire, must be given the feminine plural of fire, and neighbor...
This is actually making my brain hurt, Chad. How are people super... Oh, damn, dude. I guess it's making the point that I should not learn the Romanian because I'm watching this video and I know Romanian. I'm like, oh my god.
Is allowed to stay masculine as vecini. Like, why couldn't you just had an article in front like every normal Latin language under the sun? Again, even Hungarian knows to have its articles in front of the word, and everyone...
Yeah, no, we put the articles at the end. So sometimes when you try to translate English to Romanian word by word, it ends up backwards.
Not necessarily complicated. But wait, it gets worse.
Oh, brother. Oh, dude, we're getting a whole class.
Has their own linguistic quirks when conjugating their verbs. And Romanian is no different. It depends on the verb ending, but in general the first person singular, eu, aka I, will end in a consonant or u. Second person singular, tu, aka you, will end in an e. He or she, aka el or yeah, will end in either an e or a.
Oh,
We
brother,
or
dude,
noi will end with an
this is too much. Too much information. So are you understanding something? Because I don't, and I speak Romanian.
The plural you, voi, ends with some sort of eats, and then apparently the Romanian grammar police drank too
Because
much more.
I've never learned grammar like this. I've never tried to learn the rules of it. It's okay though, it's funny, no? I mean, I do have a certain Romanian pet peeve. We don't have to watch all of this, chat, honestly. If you guys want to, we will. But I do have a certain rant when it comes to the days of the week in Romanian versus them in English. So I can do that for you, chat. I can do that for you. We can make a poll, let the people speak. You know, I'll let the people speak.
That they lost interest in creating their language logically because they, meaning ye or yele, will be either exactly the same word as I or he, she, because
Again, I don't know what that means. I know Romanian. I don't know what that means. What is that supposed to mean?
Have fun conjugating. I've been told that supposedly there is logic to these verb conjugations, and
No, there's
this
not.
is a statement that I can agree with. At times. Occasionally. But then again, who the hell has time to read all these tables? I got bills and rent to pay. What do you take me as? A political
Now I feel
science
so smart for knowing Romanian. I just do. I just know Romanian and now I feel like I'm a god.
student? Hell no. But before you start to get too comfortable, Sir joins the chat. Squished between two linking verbs, functions like the English to. For example,
Hark
I don't
to! I'm sorry.
want to learn Romanian would be nu vreau să învaț românește.
Actually, it would be more like nu vreau să învăț română. Românește is more used when you're like, oh, speak Romanian. When you tell someone, hey, you, speak Romanian, then you say, yo, vorbește românește, băi. But, dude, now I'm getting messed up in my languages. But when you're saying about the language itself in a vacuum, you'd say română. It's a bit weird the way it's written.
First glance, this looks pretty simple, but somehow, like the Japanese deciding a single orange needs 5 different layers of plastic packaging, so did the Romanians decide to add infinite layers to the onion of frustration of what should be a simple concept. Because when you want to say he, she, or they do something, the rules for verb conjugations are completely chucked out of the window. You have here the simple sentence, Secuil nu vorbește românește. The secular doesn't speak Romanian. Now, let's say you need to be more specific and say the secular refuses to speak Romanian.
Yeah, I think we have watched enough. Maybe we'll see the... No, it seems like most of it is gonna be linguistics. But I will tell you, chat, I have a little rant to end this video, okay? We have watched 8 minutes, but I do have a little rant. So let's end this with my little rant, okay, chat? So I'm gonna write here just something very simple. We have Monday, Tuesday. Because when I noticed this, it pissed me the fuck off. So I want to show you this. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. God damn, this is gonna take a while. Just speed through this. Speed through this. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Epic, epic. Now we gotta do this again in Romanian. Okay? Fuck, I always forget the D. I always forget to put my D on Wednesday. Okay. And this is where my rant begins. So, these are the days of the week. And we start with Monday. Monday is Moon Day. So you're like, oh, it's the moon. Chat, the moon in the sky. It's moon. And luni is the same thing because Luna is moon in Romanian. So it's luni and Monday, moon. It makes a lot of sense. But then we keep going and we're Tuesday. And you're here like, what the fuck is a Tues? But Mars is clearly standing for Mars, the planet. In Romanian, Mars is Marte, but even in English, you can tell it's about Mars, the planet. So it's like, oh, it still goes with the planets, obviously. It makes sense. Then you have Wednesday, and Mercury, which, as you've probably guessed by now, is Mercury, chat. We have Moon, Mars, Mercury, but the English does not fucking care. English does not fucking care. The fuck am I talking about? Just sit down and listen, okay? Then we have Thursday. What does Thursday mean, huh? What does Thursday mean? You started with the moon, but you didn't keep going with it. And joy, Jupiter, chat. Jupiter, joy, obviously. Friday, Venus. Very easy. Venus, Friday. And now you're thinking, okay, we got to all of these are planets. So now you're thinking, okay, Pipi, so your rant is that the fucking English ones don't make sense? Is that your stupid rant, Pipi? Is your rant that the English ones are not all planets, that only one of them happens to be planets? Wow, Pipi. But this is where it gets fucked up. Because Sumbatashi and Dominica have nothing to do with planets. This has nothing to do with planets. And then we have Saturday, Saturn, and Sunday, Sun. And that is so incredibly fucked up on a level I cannot begin to ever explain. That somehow, in Romanian, all of the days of the week are planets. Except Saturday and Sunday are just something completely unrelated. Sumbata, Dominica, it has nothing to do with planets. It has nothing to do with planets. But somehow, The English ones are Saturn Day and Sun Day. The day of Saturn and the day of the sun. Sun is not a planet, doesn't matter, it's the solar system, bitch. So chat, what do you think? Maybe it came from the influence of religion. I don't care. Make it consistent. Make it consistent. Why is none of the English ones except Monday planets, but then they have the last two? And in Romanian, all of them are planets. We have the moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, but we don't have Saturn and Sun. Huh? Huh? Why? Why? The fuck? Chat, the fuck? It's fucked up, isn't it? Like, just give us Saturday and Sunday and take Sâmbătă și Duminică, okay? Take Sâmbătă and Duminică and give us Saturday and Sunday. Please, let's trade. Let's just... we need to trade. We need to trade. But yeah, that's my rant. That's my rant, chat. Epic. Hope you enjoyed that, chat. It's very important to me, okay?